Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel in Chinatown, Hurst Street, the gay quarter, interviewing two witnesses that were present on the evening of the stabbing the other day. What's your names, guys? Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Robert. I'm Dave, man.
Respect, bro. Thanks for reaching out to me as well, Rob, as well, to give the full story. As you can see in the background, we've got Sky News, BBC News, but you guys have chose to speak to us first, man. I really appreciate that, bro. So basically, what was you doing? You was here on the evening, is that correct, yeah?
Yeah, he was in Arcadia. Went Soul Bar.
Okay, how many people was here on the night and that?
What, in Arcadia?
Generally in the area as well, like Arcadia and something.
He was busy, but obviously with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Busy for coronavirus time.
Yeah. So he's like, there was a few people there, not as busy as usual though.
Not as busy as usual.
Yeah. So at what point did you notice the Knifeman that had approached yourselves in the area? How did that go down? How did you first see him?
So it never happened in the Arcadian. Obviously we didn't ask.
So Arcadian's there.
So we've come out the Arcadian right at the back. We've come for my mate's son. We've come looking for him to make sure he got in a taxi. So obviously when we come up the road there must have been a bunch of girls that were walking up. And my man, I didn't even notice the geezer at first. I noticed it just like a bag of girl in it. So they were walking up and I spotted a couple of lesbian girl in there.
Yeah.
And my man, I seen his next brother just come out of nowhere and just grabbed one of them. But like it ain't hit her or anything, he just grabbed her and obviously the one girl turned around and was like, yo, don't touch me when you're touching. She left it and she carried on, but a little lesbian friend, one butchlick or something, wanted to be like big and bad, and she's like, so she's now left the group and come back to this brother. This brother's walking down towards Tesco's.
So just over there where this cordon is.
Yeah. So then they've come to the corner on Tesco's. He stopped there, and obviously, like, you know, I didn't want to see the girl get boxed. So I said to the girl, yo, move up, man, allow the thing, leave it, man, it ain't worth it. So obviously he's stood in the corner, and obviously like, I'm just looking at him. To be fair, he just looks like some wet dude. He just looks like there's nothing to be.
Like you said, he weren't out on a night out. He weren't dressed up. He was just casual. Oh yeah, that was another aspect he said as well. He was sober and not drugged up or anything like that.
No drugs, no. And he weren't like he was attacking. He didn't have anyone. Like he weren't looking for white people.
So the initial online, some people were saying there was a Asian and black gang fight. So that was all rubbish, wasn't it? There was nothing to do with that,
whether that happened somewhere in town.
But that's what I believe, yeah, because initially I seen a video of a girl saying there was fighting a club or something, but I think that was totally separate, wasn't it?
A bag of people are talking nonsense.
Yeah.
Bag of people are saying they did this and they did that. They didn't.
So I think primarily that would come down to the misinformation due to how slow things come out. Would you say that contributed to it?
Police never knew anything about it.
So in relation to that, then, so when he's gone down to you say by Tesco. So he went down by Tesco, CCTV, that's where they've caught him, is that correct? Outside Tesco?
So that image is what everyone's seen, is the image. Because when he turns around, he's like, what? And he comes back up, that's coming back up to us.
Yeah.
But like, because obviously when the girl comes, like, I don't know why, but we just took me in saying to the geezer, oh, allow it, man, what's the point? There was no need for that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we weren't trying to ban him up in any way, shape or form, just saying, just allow it, bro. You get me? But there was this next geezer, kind of drunk still, and he weren't saying nothing, he had no bad attitude about himself. He stood up and he's like, mate, there's no need for that.
And that's just literally by missing nightclub there.
Yeah, and then obviously like by the Chinese door. See that door there with it?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we must have he's gone there. He's come back up now. But my mate's all dragging me back, and I'm not trying to fight him anyway. I'm just trying to say, yo, pull yourself down. And this white guy just says, like, wasn't really any need for that. That's all he did. And then boom, like. He come closer to us, like probably about like where you are. Yeah. So the guy stood back, we stood back, and he just literally swung. It looked like a drunk fight. It was. If everyone thought it was just a punch, but as soon as he raised up his arm, you seen that big old knife.
But it was quick. It was quick, man. The knife. People are saying it was just a little knife. I seen a knife like that.
So the police have said they found like a small knife, but like there was definitely he was using a bigger knife than just a standard knife.
He had two, but why didn't he get rid of the both of them? Because like I know that afterwards, after this point, still all the way down the bottom of the street, he still had his knife.
And he didn't put it out his waistline. He pulled it out potentially, like you said, like up his sleeve.
It was that quick, innit?
I didn't see where he pulled. All I seen was when he had it in the air. I seen the big old blade sink into him. and the blood come gushing out of it.
So initially, group of girls and a few lads. He's touched the girl. The girls told him not to. Another girl's got a bit more confrontational. As the guys walked off, then he decided to come back. But he didn't attack the girl, did he? Did he attack that girl?
No,
or did he attack the guy, didn't he?
He switched on to us.
Yeah,
He thought the geezer was with us, but he was just chilling on his wand.
Okay.
So whether he thought it felt a threat, but even then, because he'd already done previous stabbings already, I just think he was just...
But was anyone in the area when he was there aware of what that he'd done previous stabbings?
We weren't aware, no, but the police must have been, because the police were in there, and don't forget, my man come down this road down here, so he must have stabbed somebody up already over the road.
So Arcadian police were in Arcadian on the night, and that's the jewellery quarter there. I mean, sorry, Chinatown. I keep getting confused with jewellery quarter.
The police were down here to the left, from the bottom of the stairs. They weren't far.
So the incident happened here. Yeah. There's the cordon. There's the police ring, and the police was in there. What? Any idea why the police didn't attend or try to help or try to prevent?
Something to do with the policies about when there's an armed offender. They don't send normal coppers. What they do is they wait for armed officers to attend in it.
So the officers that were there were not capable of doing anything to prevent anything legally.
No, what do you mean now? Of course they did. They had a baton. They got a taser. They got CS spray.
They got more than the people on the street
They
had.
had more than what I did.
Yeah. And you was the one, and you was chasing that because you was misidentified correctly. Like people described you as an Asian guy. Is that correct?
Yeah,
you was described as an Asian guy. Okay. So basically, the police was in the area at the time. I spoke to a bouncer the other day actually as well, who was on the doors, and he said armed police passed through the area during the evening too. Did you see any armed police during the night?
No, but they're going to have armed responses in the vehicle in the area anyway, because of obviously the terrorism threat, the height of the threat level. So
Yeah, exactly.
have them around anyway.
So in relation to the stabbing, so when the lad got stabbed just at the bottom of the street there, who rang the police? Was it you, mate?
No, I called the ambulance.
Ambulance. So you rang the ambulance. How quick did they turn up? What was the conversation?
Long time.
So what was the conversation initially?
What did it take to check for them?
Right. That was basically, I phoned them now and they're saying I need a postcode. I said, look, I'm not from Brum. I'm just going on a night out. The girl needs help. She's dying, and she's in the middle of the street now. Says, can you tell anyone? Can you tell anyone where we are? I said, yeah, I'm by Club Missing there. I mentioned a restaurant there, and I told them another restaurant there. The woman on the phone saying, I need a postcode. I need a postcode. I said, please, just send an ambulance to Hurst Street, and this God ain't gonna last long. Then check the woman to me now, bruv. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on the line, because obviously I got to stay on the line, and so they can come in.
Trace it or whatever.
They're telling me then to go over to everyone around there, check everyone if they got coronavirus symptoms. Yeah.
Wow.
And then they'll send someone. I was like, yeah, I've checked them. I ain't checked them, bruv. I ain't looked. I just said, none of them have got it.
Wow.
Come now.
So someone's dying, and the police are asking you to check if they've got corona.
Dying, bro.
Wow, that's interesting. So we've established from that the ambulance was long, police response was slow, and as he's gone down there, so he's at this point he's stabbed the guy at the end of that road by Missing nightclub, and then you say he's made his escape down towards Highgate.
On the right hand side. So that's what he stabbed in there. It's like that black door there with the Chinese right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Then my man's gone back. Once he stabbed him, my man's gripped his neck. You get me? And my man must have spun around a couple of times, and then dipped up here, come up here, and went down there. I think this sets down there.
Okay.
So obviously now my man's standing by the traffic lights. My man's just there ain't a care in the world. My man ain't running nowhere. My man's just driving.
Oh yeah, that was because you said he stood on the corner chatting to someone, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just chatting.
Talking,
So at this point,
He just picked the flower.
So at this point, he stabbed every single person that he was that had been stabbed in the evening, and that was the last person, wasn't it? There was another person after that. Wow. So where are we now then?
No, we're now. So obviously, once he stopped talking to his bridging, he's walked up down the road. I followed him down the road, and I'm trying to tell people, I beg someone just call the ambulance and call the police. I'm following my man here. And me personally, if it's a beef thing and a man's have a scrap, they'll have a scrap in a state. That's their business, or if it's that's their business. But listen, I'm talking about innocent women and men that was nothing to do with it. My man's there. So we walked down, and basically there's a woman in the middle, and there's two guys, and they're walking up, and you can tell he's looking to steam right through him. So as he's steaming right through him now, they come to a stop to where's this guy come in, and you see the two people break away from the woman. And one of them's laughing, and then someone shouted he's trying to take the chain. I'm saying, nah, he's stabbing her.
Oh yeah, because they thought it was a robbery, didn't they?
No robbery, blood. I've seen him watching in there, plunging her neck in her chest. So obviously, this is how close I am. So by the time he's done that and walked off, someone was shouting something to her. And I'm walking down. By the time I've got to her, she's clutching her chest to the neck. She ain't even had a chance to drop yet.
Wow.
So that's how I'm far behind. So then we've come down to the bottom of Hurst Street, turn right onto that road at the bottom, wherever it is. Followed them up there. All these times, I'm on the phone to the feds saying, yo, I'm looking around and there's no one around now. I got to the bottom, turn right, and I'm going up towards Highgate there this whole way. You get me, turn left up Gooch Street, followed him, and all the time I'm saying to myself, well, where's the feds? The feds ain't coming because there's no arm response close enough to me. But yet I can see police car.
Wow.
Why can't he come down? But because obviously they're not equipped to deal with it.
But as you said before, they're more equipped than we are.
Yeah.
And in them, and let's say, for example, because obviously, as it's been fairly confident, there was no terror connection to it. There's no motives like that.
No.
But if that was the case, so say for example, somebody had came to Birmingham, like other people, with more weaponry.
Birmingham will be fucked.
These guys would have been able to walk around for like 2 hours. If for example, it was even.
Listen, I'm not saying I know, but I'm saying their tactics. They've basically, when some major incident happens, they all get round together in a little room, the commanding officers, and they put a formula plan, and they put it out. They put ARVs out and armed response vehicles in and around the areas, and they've got a plan. That's all well and good if you're dealing with something like a firearms effect but you're talking about a single man. I think, to be fair, like I said, the plans and actions were wrong for this task that they set out to carry out. But,
and in relation to why it took so long to announce who they was looking for, we did speak briefly about.
Basically, they didn't really know. They didn't have a good, clear picture of him. It's only because of my incident where the geezer got stabbed up next to us.
Over there.
Yeah. When I said to him, look, my man stopped and he sat outside Tesco's and he was shouting to us. So from that, they were in order to look at the Tesco's thing and get that footage in.
And that was like the 3 o'clock the next day, wasn't it? That wasn't it about 4? It was about 4 that they released the information to say they was looking for someone, wasn't it?
Like 5
4 or 5 o'clock, a whole day later, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I was there for a few.
Wow. So they had no idea, like categorically, who they was looking for. Would that be accurate?
I don't know. 'Cause I'm not in the police station with them watching what they do. But all I know is how is it from when I give.
When there was senior, they didn't seem to have any sort of route or a guy that they was looking to track down.
It's timestamps, so everything that I'm saying to you has all been timestamped. Obviously, we called the ambulance and whatnot. Yeah, so yeah, I think basically what happened here, that pinned him down. If he didn't come down here, he probably would have gone away. I don't know, because he come down this way and he's gone past places like I think that Missing's got good CCTV as well. That Tesco's has got good CCTV.
CCTV there,
so,
all the way up the street. CCTV everywhere.
So they should have got a good footage of it from where.
A long time from when it started, she got footage.
I was talking to some what were they? Some church people there, and they were trying to tell me when they were talking to the police and saying the police were frustrated.
Frustrated.
Well, they're frustrated. I was frustrated on the phone chasing after someone that I shouldn't have to do, and nobody asked me to do. I hear that.
It's a terrifying situation for anyone. Because
I did it, to be fair,
but this is what I mean. But at the same time, you definitely would have. I can't, like, God knows what this guy could have done. So big respect to you for actually standing up, because clearly the law enforcement couldn't.
That's no one stood up to it. That's the problem. Yeah. That's what I think it's an absolute joke, because there was a whole heap of bag of man down there, and I'm shouting to big ass doorman. Leslie come in, chasing people.
I don't mean to cut you as well, but the thing was, we've seen all these stories. Oh, we run after them. I'm not saying they didn't, bruv. I'm not saying, but when it come to when we were saying help, man, help, no one was coming, bruv. Yeah, I'm not saying that, man.
Again, it's not our responsibility to react to it.
Yeah, definitely. Just but when there's nobody there to save people, like women, innocent people are getting stabbed.
You expect them to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Hey, listen, like I said, man, previously, if you're having a scrap in the street and
because there was another aspect as well, is that people were saying it may have been a homophobic attack, because this is the gay quarter, but people like
It weren't no race, it weren't no homosexual thing. I think the man just had some serious mental
because like locals will tell you that obviously all sorts of people come down here to party, straight, gay, bisexual. Yeah, there you go. And then like, so you've got Arcadian here, which is a whole different set of clubs, isn't it? None of them clubs are even gay, are they?
No.
They're not even gay clubs, are they? So you've got Arcadian, which is a whole different section where you guys were, and then you could quite very quickly just step out here, and then this is Hurst Street, which is known as the gay
What we did is we came out the back, and then we came up Hurst Street because we were looking for his son.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we didn't come up this way. The guy who got stabbed went that way to have help. Obviously, he was dripping everywhere, and that's why you can see the cones and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the smashed bottle that was on the floor. Look, people are saying in the press that there was smashed bottles on the floor from fighting and bottles being thrown. That was my bottle. I snuck out the club. I snuck the bottle out the club because it was a bottle of vodka and I didn't want to leave it there. My cheap ass, I didn't want to standard. When it all kicked off, I dropped the bottle and whatnot, and that's what it was.
But then other people sort of misconstrued that and made it seem as if like it was misleading.
Yeah,
and obviously it could have been like a group fight and that.
Yeah, it was no group fight, there was no racism, there was no...
Hello BBC, how do you feel about saying the N-word in front of white people on the channel? Let's have a chat, I don't mind. Come on, because you've apologised, haven't you? You're taking notes, I don't mind, it's alright. It's all banter.
Yeah, we're just wrapping up there.
Yeah. Would you though? Yeah. Would you say the N-word in an interview in front of a black guy? No, you wouldn't. So the BBC's wrong for saying it, is that correct? Thank you very much, God bless you. Have a lovely day.
At least you told the truth.
As if she's sitting there sneaking like that. Right, yo lads, I really appreciate your help and thanks for doing what you did that day as well.
The reason why I come to you, the reason being is because look, as soon as I talk to any press like Sky or BBC, like somebody phoned me this morning because obviously I commented on your thing.
Yeah.
And I press contacted him on Instagram.
Right.
A guy gave me shouted me up. He's like, hello, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I hear you. You okay? I hear you was involved in the stabbing. I'm thinking, who's this posh dude? Who's this Rupert? You don't know me, bro.
Yeah. Is that how man was coming at you as well?
He's coming up with me and my best friend. So
hello, sir.
Who's this brother here? So he then told me, what does he say? He says, I'm just making sure you're okay. I'd like to find out what happened. You know what the first question you want to know was? Did I see the offender? Yes. What colour was he?
Yeah. Wow.
What do you want to know? What colour for?
Yeah.
Like really?
It's a man, bro. Doesn't matter.
Why don't you ask me the situation and then describe it?
Who the victims are? Who got stabbed? Who matters? Do you know what I mean? But it's just a story, isn't it?
And then if I say something like, for example, the black guy pulled out the knife and hit the white guy, that's all they would.
That's all they want, isn't it?
Yeah. It runs their narrative. So would that be fair to say that you feel like Scarcity will put it across as it should be, and without any disruptions that, like, say, for example, Sky News over there or BBC that are hanging around dying to get some info off you?
When we stood here, they didn't want to talk to us.
Yeah. Until I come along and we started to get to know it.
Like, when I see people in the street, I don't care what you look like, whether you're skinny, fat, white or black. If I see you and I'm not in my head, it's don't be scared or alarmed. It's just me saying hello.
Yeah.
It's my way of going, I recognise nothing offensive, relax.